Welcome back, souls, and welcome back to another episode of Beta. And today we are going to get diamonds today. We are getting diamonds today. That is today's goal. So, and yeah, I need to get diamonds. It's been 3 episodes and we have not gotten the basic materials for this game. And that is today's goal. I don't care how long it takes, we're getting diamonds. Alright, so let's go grab some wood and make a few extra pickaxes because I don't have any sticks. I guess I could talk about some things that I've been having recently in my life. Like, so I've been trying to separate myself from my phone and separate myself from like doom scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And so today I turned off my phone. Like for the entire day, when I woke up this morning, I checked the time, checked my messages and such, and I turned off my phone for the entire day. And funny enough, I played Minecraft most of the day as well on my Java world it's my single player forever world that I have been working on for a couple months now. I stream on that world, so if you want to see what I've been doing on that one, catch me on one of my streams. But this beta world is just gonna be for YouTube. I'm just gonna like how I have been doing, just playing the game for half an hour or so, and talking about things and talking about the game. And the reasons why I want to separate myself from my phone is because I have an issue where I've noticed about myself that I waste so much time doom scrolling, and I lose so much sleep, and I lose so much time that I could be doing just something else. And if you look at studies and things like that, like doom scrolling and phone addiction is a real thing, and it can be a very hard thing to kick because the apps are designed to keep you on them as long as possible, and they do that by abusing dopamine receptors in your brain. And I don't know the exact sciences, but I'm just recalling what I have heard, and recalling my own experiences. And for the last 5 or 6 months, I have been slowly making a more conscious effort to step away from my phone. And today I just decided I'm putting the foot down, and I am just going to turn off my phone and not text, call anybody, or engage with Discord, and just have a nice, easy day playing some Minecraft. Because to be honest, the 2-week Minecraft addiction is coming back, and I love this game, and I love everything about it. So, and I have gotten a lot done today. Yes, it was in Minecraft, but I'm actually genuinely impressed that I have gotten a lot more than I usually would in a day done by the simple act of just turning off my phone. Also, one of the worst things that I think I'm currently doing, one of my worst habits, is being on my phone before I go to bed. Which not only disrupts my sleep, takes away time where I could be sleeping, but it also makes the sleep that I do get a lot worse. And that's just something that I can't do anymore. That's not sustainable. That's not sustainable for anybody. So, if you find yourself going to bed, like, on your phone, I would try to make a more conscious effort to put the phone down and, get some sleep. And if you're watching this at 3 in the morning, go to bed. Come back in the morning, but go to bed. You will thank yourself in the morning. Well, yeah. So, like seriously, today I have gotten so much done. I've played Minecraft since I got up this morning, and I've been playing Minecraft all day and I have not played a game like this in a very long time. It has been a much needed break, and it's been a much needed break. I needed it. I wasn't actually going to record a video today because, well, I wanted an easy day. But I decided let's just make an episode and see let's just make an episode and see what we can make out of it. I'm gonna be a little scattered today. You could probably tell that my talking is a little jumbled, but that's just me. And I've also done some research into improving my ability to make better videos. And I think in most of things is just continue talking. Talk about what's happening in the game and talk about things that, that are currently happening. And I seriously believe that one of the things that has been holding me back is my phone. And there's also a vicious irony to it, of which I need my phone to make videos for my Instagram and my TikTok and my YouTube Shorts. I record art videos that way. So it's kind of like a vicious cycle. But I don't need to record every day. I don't need to record those videos every day. And frankly, they don't take that much to make anyway, that much time to make anyway. So I think I'm just going to be a little more smart and set aside dedicated time to recording videos on my phone that way. And we have found a cave. So maybe this will be the Cave of Infinite Wonders, and we will find those elusive diamonds. But we gotta deal with some creepers that are being... Where are they? That's 6 creepers. There is 6 creepers. There's an entire family of creepers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 6th one is over there. Okay, buddies. Come on. But yeah. And it doesn't help that I'm going to continue to do this. I have been so productive today that I'm going to probably take Sundays and maybe even more days throughout the week where there's so many creepers. Why is there so many creepers? And I'm just gonna dedicate more time to actively get away from my phone. And there's a part of me that really just wants to say screw it and buy a flip phone or something like that. But the phone that I currently have was a Christmas gift, so I really can't do that. Plus, I need to make it like I said, I need it to make videos and such. There's no really good alternative to making videos without the phone. So I can't get rid of it completely, but I can at least do things to step away from it. And I am going to go to bed tonight without going on my phone. I'm going to have to turn it on to set an alarm because I do not own an alarm clock, which I'm half tempted to buy anyways to subside that step. But I have to use what I have, and right now I just have a phone that I've been using as an alarm clock for years now. But I'm going to just say in my mind, do not open up TikTok, do not open up Instagram, And do not watch a StarCraft video before you go to bed. Put on some music and just sleep. Because you will sleep better. And sleep is very much needed, as you now know that. Like, I used to be a night owl. I can still be a night owl. I used to be up at 3 in the morning every night, and I would sleep to 4 p.m. And I did that for years. I did that during high school. I did that a little bit after high school. I'm 2 years out of high school, and over the last summer I was up to 3 and slept to 4. And it was fun. Sure. Yeah, it was fun. I had a blast. I played video games. I did art. I did the things that I'm currently doing now. But it's just like now it's not sustainable. Eventually I got to a point where I could not continue doing that. And I'm like, I need to change. I need to do something. I need to get better sleep. And there have been times where I have stayed up late hours of the night and played games, drawed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because sometimes you just have to have fun. Sometimes I'm with friends and we do that. So there are exceptions. It's not a strict rule that I have on myself. But sometimes you just gotta put the foot down. And I'm putting down the foot on going to bed without going on my phone. Not only will I actually fall asleep faster, I will get better sleep. And that's the goal. That is the goal. And I will be able to actually get up in the morning and be able to not feel as fatigued and not feel as tired as I do. And it's just something that I know I have to do to grow. And sleep is one of the most important things that you can do. And drinking water. So that's just one of the things that I have been working on, and I recommend that you do the same. Because, man, I don't like waking up tired anymore. It's as much as I want to stay up all night playing or drawing or doing other things, it's just I'm gonna do that as sparingly as possible. Because it's not sustainable. Every once in a while, yeah, sure. Like I said, if I'm with friends, I'm up. If I get a burst of motivation and the ADHD kicks in, yeah, I'm up doing things. Weekends definitely exacerbate that a little bit. But during the week, it's just, I gotta be up. I like waking up early too now. And I have a hard time waking up early if I stayed up all night. So it's just one of those things. And yeah, on the other side, I'm still trying to figure out a good placement for the facecam. I do facecam on my Twitch, and now I'm gonna do facecam on my YouTube. And because I don't know, maybe you guys will like my face. I like my face, so we're just gonna do that. I don't know. But yeah. So, I have done other things. Jesus. Creepers. So some other things that I've done to like step away from my phone is put in built-in timers to like limit my time on the phone and like on each app. Like for Instagram, I have 15 minutes a day. On TikTok, I also have 15. There's built-in things that tell you to take a break. Unfortunately, they're very easy to bypass. So, but it's just like a reminder to be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't doom scroll for 6 hours today. That's not, I could definitely be using that time for something better. Some other things is that I've been doing is that I have been more cautious to stop arguing in comment sections. Like, I used to find that it's very fun to argue with people in Instagram comment sections, and now it's draining. As much as it's fun, it's not as fun. It is fun to argue with people, but it's so draining and such a waste of time. And yeah. And when I'm like typing away on a comment, I'm like, there's like a sudden flash of realization, like, hey, I need to stop. And I turn off the phone and I put it down. And I'm like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it anymore to me to do that. And yeah, so today's the first day that I have turned off my phone the entire day. So yeah. I didn't go anywhere, so it's not like I needed my phone. And if people message me today, I can always message them tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be anything urgent, you know? So, it's just something I did today, and I'm so glad that I did it. So I've had my art Instagram for about 2 years now. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little less. Let's just say a baseline of 2 years. And that was the only app that I practically posted on. There was a point where I was on Twitter. Then I realized Twitter was shit, and I don't really like Twitter anyways. So I stopped posting on Twitter. But I have, like, the early days of my art TikTok, well, not art TikTok, art Instagram. It was quick. I grew a little bit. But now, for the longest time, I have been sitting at the same margin of followers that I have been, and I don't know why. It's all in due time. I'm not complaining about my follower count. I'm just confused at why. TikTok, Instagram's algorithm is terrible anyways. And a couple months ago, I started a TikTok, same name, post the same content, and yeah, I get like 300, 500 views per post. And I get so much interaction, and it is so fun actually talking with you guys and seeing you interact with the stuff that I make. And it's just like, man, why was I so afraid? And yeah, there's still a fear, and there's still that fear, but I'm like, man, it's just not worth my time to worry about that anymore. And why do you think I'm starting to make YouTube videos and get more comfortable with them? Because I used to be so afraid of a couple of things, like, how do I make this stuff? How, and like what people would think, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's just not worth my time anymore to worry about what people think. So, I have motivation. I have a drive. I have a passion for this. I want to make videos, and I just want to be goofy and silly and talk about random things while playing block game. And challenge myself and take a little bit of a risk to get out of my comfort zone to make other things, like video essays and such. Like, I have a video on my channel about the first level in the game Age of Mythology. And that was my first, like, video essay. And I wish it did a little bit better than it did. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this because I want to. And I just want to be able to share what I enjoy. I want to be able to share me. And I want to use my voice. And I had a blast making that video. I had no idea what I was doing. There was points where I got frustrated. There was points where I just didn't know how to structure it. But I had an idea in my head, and I tried to make it as closest to the idea as I could. And yes, the video could have been made better. I could have done it a little bit better. But honestly, to my eyes, to my ears, it's got good flow. It's got good cinematography. It's got potential. And I want to make another video like that. Talking about a stupid thing and a stupid game that I like. That it's one self-centered thing and not like a episode. Or like a series of what I'm doing with Block Game or Minecraft or Beta. Talking about like a stupid topic that I'm passionate about something stupid that I like. And if you don't know Age of Mythology, it is one of the best RTS games ever made. If you don't know what RTS is, that stands for real-time strategy, and it's just a genre of game. So think League of Legends, but instead of one like hero, you're controlling a whole army of units to destroy your opponent's army and then city. And there's a bunch of strategy to it, and Age of Mythology is just, if you can't tell by the name, it's a game about mythical heroes and beasts from Greece and the Norse and the Egyptians. Those are the three main factions and religions. And it is so cool to see those different pantheons and how they're interpreted fight each other. And Redstone takes so long to mine. But like, you see giant Minotaur throwing like human soldiers and fire-breathing dragons and a giant laser octopus, a giant laser crocodile that shoots sunbeams at its enemies. And it's just like, who came up with this idea? And it's so cool. Like, oh Jesus, another one. Like, we're taking the best stories from cultures from all over the world. Another one. Another creeper. Okay. Hold on. Age of Mythology is, you take the best stories from the last few thousand years of human history and you make them fight each other. And that, to me, is so cool. And hold on, I gotta remember where I died. It can't be that far. And hopefully my stuff didn't get washed into a lava pit, because I was in water. Oh, shit. Now I really do gotta find my stuff, because we found diamonds. Alright. Let me cut back to where I'm gonna just cut back to when I find my stuff. Alright, so I found my stuff again. Damage control, not bad. I didn't lose as much stuff as I thought. Honestly, I think this is everything. But yeah, first death of the series. That sucked. I'm glad that I was not that far away from where I have been. But yeah, I do heavily recommend, if you like RTS and mythology, I do recommend Age of Mythology. They also made a remaster of the game, so, because the original was like 15 years old. It's an old game. I grew up on it, so I like these kinds of games. But yeah, to finish up the thoughts on Age of Mythology and the video that I made on it, is I genuinely had so much fun making that video. And I want to make more stuff like that. I also want to make more art videos. The first one that I made was kind of rushed. I was just trying to get a feel for how to make that kind of video. And yeah, so the next one is in the works. I am working on it, and I'm definitely more motivated to do so. And I like mythology. I absolutely love mythology, especially Greek mythology. And truth be told, I really should learn more about it since I like it so much. And it's like its stories and like meanings behind them. Because I'm a person who likes a good story. I like tragedies. I like testing the human condition. I like finding the hopeless and the hopelessness. I like stories like Dante's Inferno or We Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And stories like that. Like, that shit's my jam. And I also write stories like that. And I also have characters of my own that are like that as well. Because that's just the kind of stuff that I do like. And I'm going to follow the things that I like. As anyone would. I don't have a sword anymore. That arrow went right through me. But yeah. So, and if you don't know what Dante's Inferno is, or I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, I highly recommend them. They're great stories. And I like to look at religion and mythologies from an objective standpoint. Like, Dante's Inferno is about so Dante was a poet from the 15th or 16th century who basically wrote a story about the layers of hell, like the Christian hell, and gave it vivid personifications of it. It's not biblically canon, but it's still a very interesting story regardless, because one, it humanizes the devil, and back in the 16th century, yeah, that would definitely get you killed. And I'm not afraid of demons. I'm not. So I find these things to be cool. I like the personifications of the virtues and evils of man, and the thousands of years of stories that we have told. I'm not afraid of that stuff. I find it interesting and cool. Yeah. I will also like to say that I'm not a Christian either. So, yeah. I don't care what religion you follow. That's not my place to judge, and that's not my place to say. But I like the stories like that. And I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I'm sure a lot of you would know what that story is. It's the for in layman's terms, the TLDR is a supercomputer gains sentience and hates humanity and keeps 4 people alive in a endless torment, and eventually through the events of the story, there's one who remains, and then the AI just takes away his body to such a degree where he's just a blob with no mouth, and he must scream. And it's a very pivotal story that kind of defined sci-fi horror. Modern Minecraft and beta Minecraft are not my favorite versions. I don't mind playing this, obviously. I'm playing it right now. And I have a modern version of Minecraft that I play. But my favorite version of Minecraft is the 360 edition. And I mean, yeah, it's the same game. You break blocks, you place blocks. It's block game. It doesn't matter what version of Minecraft. It's still Minecraft. And yeah, I'm biased. I definitely am biased when I say that Xbox 360 edition is the best version of Minecraft. I just like the feel of the game. I like the look of it. The high gamma, like the high brightness, it gives it that charm. The sounds that are native to that version, it just screams 360 and that era of time. And it does not help that I look on that version with nostalgia, and it does not help that it's the first version that I played on. But yeah, I understand that I'm biased. I won't deny that. But the crafting system of 360, it is the favorite thing about it, in my opinion. That's my favorite thing about the 360 edition, is the crafting system. There is no greater UI for crafting in Minecraft than the 360 version of crafting. The Java works. The Java's crafting system, it works. There's nothing to complain about, really, with that. The Bedrock crafting system it works, but it's annoying at times. But if you know what the 360 crafting menu looks like, you know exactly why I like it so much and why a lot of people like it too. It's unique. It's functional. It works. It may not be the most efficient way, but it is the most efficient way. I just remember on one of my first worlds just sitting in a hole at night because I was so terrified of dying, and just going through the crafting menu, seeing everything that I could make, and being like the allure of diamonds being like this large mythical thing that took work to get, especially at the age of which I started playing Minecraft, which was like, what, 7? 4? I don't know. So I just love that crafting menu. It is my favorite. Yeah, I just like the 360 edition is my favorite. The paper doll in the right, like in the top left hand corner of the screen that would appear when you sprinted, like the little icon that auto saves. The ability to save the world and the ability to exit the world without saving. So you could blow something up, not save it, and then go back in. That was a cool feature. That was a really good feature, especially when I like to make custom mini games. And I didn't want to replace like a platform of Spleef every time, so I just made a save with the platform filled, and holy shit, we found diamonds. This never gets old. Never gets old. But yeah, as I was saying, as I was saying, the ability to exit the world without saving helped with custom mini games that I like to make. So you could Spleef, I'm just going to use Spleef as an example. You build the platform, and when you're done playing with friends, you can exit the world and go back into it, and the platform will be rebuilt because you didn't save. So it was quicker. And that's not only the only good example of why I liked that that feature. And yeah, it's a small feature, but honestly, I really wish they kept it in. I wish they implemented it into Java, and I wish they kept it in Bedrock. Yeah, because it's such a helpful tool sometimes. Oh, and the other thing about 360 Edition, the limited sized worlds. I've talked about this before, but I am a person who can fall in love with a world better if it's a limited size. And yeah, it's true that the 360 world was limited. It didn't take a very long time to walk from one end to the other. But it was still enough space where you could play on that world for years and still have more space and more materials to continue building. I really wish there was a option in modern Minecraft where you could make a limited sized world. Because I would play on a forever world that had a limited size. I would play on a 10,000 by 10,000 world. Because that size, it would the perfect vision is that size world would have every biome in the game, and it would have multiple of each biome. It would have 3 strongholds. It would have everything in the game, but I just, it would be limited size, and eventually I would hit the world border. And to me, that was just, I just like that. I like that feature. I like that way of course they had to do it because of the limitations of the console. But, and Bug Rock, I think Bug Rock would run a lot better if the worlds were also not infinite. Larger than the 360, but not infinite. Because they are infinite on Bug Rock. And I'm calling it Bug Rock because it's funny. But Minecraft worlds don't need to be infinite. In my opinion. Of course, you can debate reasons why I'm wrong there. And I accept that. It's just the ways that I like to play the game. And how I would want to play the game. And we're getting out of this cave, because I don't want to die. But we found diamonds. It's only 5 of them, but that's enough for a pickaxe and 2 shovels. Okay, buddy. Come on. I'm gonna beat you up. Nerd. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. If you've watched to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to this far and you liked it, please leave a like. If you really liked it, please consider subscribing. I will eventually get this outro down and to my memory. I hope you enjoyed the little yap session that we had today. We found diamonds, so that's good. Don't forget to get up, stretch, drink some water, and wear your seatbelt. That's very important. See ya.